Hi, my name is Angel, and my brother, my mom, and I decided to go to the Philippines at the wrong time. Well, at a good time, but then I looked at my calendar, and then COVID started to happen. But basically, my mom asked me if I wanted to go to the Philippines with her and my brother. I obviously had to know the due date due to the fact that I had school, so I looked at my school calendar. If my future university or my current school sees this, I swear I love school. I'm about to give you the reason why I left to go to the Philippines. I chose to go to the Philippines because A, I haven't been home in 9 years, and B, I wanted to go see my family. My grandma specifically because she was the only one that I kept in contact with, and I missed her a lot. I wasn't going to be able to see her on her birthday, so I needed to come now. Now this video is going to be a bit different. There's some story time here and there, but there's also some cinematic shots. Anyhow, enjoy. I don't know how, but I accidentally deleted the footage of today.
Guys, I'm looking at the footage. Why does it look like I'm held at gunpoint?
The only footage that I can get is from my brother's GoPro. Basically, it was just me waving and stuff. We arrived at the airport. I said bye to Christine. My brother and I were going to the camera, and I deleted that from my camera as well, so that sucks even more. It was supposed to be Post Malone's Circles playing or something. I only have videos of the beautiful sunset, so here we are. I need to do my assignments. Sorry. I don't think we did much on this day. My mom had to go do something, and I just observed and ate. I also realized that this guy was peeing.
I'm using the baby's bottle to do this.
Hey! Apparently I'm not allowed to pet him. I haven't asked, but my brother told me, so. That one was my— oh my gosh, I wrote this key. Stand corrected or wrong? I just pressed— what just happened? So I have aircon, but it doesn't really— I think you can only use it at night time, so this is my only source of cold in this room. Hello! I look so stupid. Another thing, the power also went out. It's freaking hot. Currently been working on SOR. I have like 20 plus sources at the moment. And then I need to finish my English, Cartoon Network, and like all the other shows. This day was also pretty good. I don't think we did much as well. I just talked about my assignment and my outfit, if it should be tucked or untucked. Yeah, I really don't think we did much because I kind of just like slept the whole time, and I was just kind of like mocking my mum. Right now, look at that. Wow. And then I was also playing with this puppy.
How cute. Look at him.
Hi.
Oh my god, look at him.
Okay, so on this night we just went to go out and have dinner, and then we ended up going to this like, not lookout, but beach, and then my brother and I decided to have a race. Pretend I haven't said anything. Open the curtain. This cutie was just looking at me. Hello. To be honest, I'll be saying this a lot, but this was also my favorite part of the trip. The road trip was even great because we went to a restaurant and the food over there was even better. We also got to this place that had a cool building and an even cooler view.
Come in.
I also thought I was funny when I kept doing this. There's literally nothing funny about that, but I hadn't slept yet because I was doing my assignments the whole time. We then got to our destination to go see our family.
Hi guys. Hi. Welcome to my cousin's channel. Follow nyo ako sa TikTok, guys. Follow me on TikTok. Pang-vlog na to. Sa nose ko, sa nose ko. Layo.
Ayun lang. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
My cousin and I also decided to say hi to everyone that was riding past.
Ay, kuya, drive safe. Ay po. Nilalakasan ko na po. Ay, may tumigil niya. Akala niya siguro sa hinay.
Tuwin mo.
Alam ko sa mga nag-digit na o.
Hello!
Wala na, wala pumapansin.
Oh.
Hi po.
I was waving at this man that was eating his food, and then he looked so confused, and somehow the whole place he was eating at looked at me, which is really weird.
Hi po! Hi po!
Aggressive naman.
Alam po sa may...
I waved at this lady, and she also just looked at me.
Salamat po.
I also waved at this kid because he actually waved back.
Nandun yung bata.
He was on the way that we were going. Before I knew that, I thought he was just chasing us down. Then again, my cousin and I, we just kept making eye contact with him, which was funny because we just kept waving, and then he would just be like, I don't know, it was just cute. At this point, we were on a tricycle because we just came back from Jollibee because my uncle, mum, and brother went to go eat. We were also heading home. My grandma and I talked for probably 2 hours while my brother and my mum took a nap. That point in time was just really nice. It was really peaceful. My grandma and I just talked, looking at old photos. It was really weird seeing me when I was little because I didn't remember many of those events, but I did at the same time. Kind of like when you think a memory is a dream. I didn't have any footage of this, but later that night we took a taxi to SM so our family could all eat together. It was weird because I felt shy to talk to my cousins in front of my family. I really wanted to talk to them, but I knew that the whole table was going to listen. Kind of funny, but I regret that. So if my cousins are listening to this, the next time I will see you will most likely be when I'm not stressing about my assignments, so I'll even more freely talk to you guys. That didn't even make any sense. Also, tonight was the night we found out that Manila was about to go on lockdown. We then got home, and later on in that night, for some reason, I was feeling really lightheaded. So I accidentally fell asleep on the couch at my cousin's house. Pasensya po. We ended up sleeping there instead, but I didn't mind. It was very nice. Unfortunately, that night, that was the last time we saw them. We then left at 5 in the morning. I know I showed a video before, but here's me talking more. We accidentally took a nap, and so they just put a bed out. My cousin took my shoes off while I was sleeping. Where? I was then trying to find my shoes and film, but unfortunately I ran out of storage. Those are my shoes, you couldn't see. I also loved this part of the trip. I was so tired though, it was crazy. We just ate along the trip, had 3 stops. The first one was to eat at this diner. The second stop was to get corn, and the third stop was to get meat. I actually found this kind of funny, so here's me trying to get shots of this beautiful view, but couldn't. But yeah, here's the view they were trying to show you. Look how pretty that is. But that's not really the full view because it was kind of more, but still. Anyway, I literally didn't do anything when I got home. I just slept. Oh, I also hung out with my cousins for a little while. I think this day was when my little cousin started to not be scared of us, because he wouldn't even look at us when we first came. But then he started getting comfortable because he would start playing with us.
By the way, we're back.
Oh, I also wanted to show you my outfit. No, I just ate. So I'm sucking in, but I also started freaking out because I think I'm getting sick. I'm sorry, I hate myself for doing that too. I think Manila, where most cases were for the COVID-19, went on lockdown this day. Just letting you know, I don't think I showered until later on in the day. You probably wouldn't have realized, but I just wanted to call myself out first before someone else did. When I was editing this, I didn't even realize how eventful this day was. We were trying to find old photos of my mum and her family, but then we couldn't. We ended up finding old clothes, awards, and photos of ourselves instead. I forgot if I told you guys, but this is my mum's old house. So I asked her where the albums were. They're still here. And we found old clothes, but I wasn't born yet, so it doesn't really matter. It was weird because there was a book there from grade 3.
Wait, what? This is my old school book. What?
This part was just disgusting. Who makes a song called Kissin' You? I was that lonely.
First birthday mo.
Oh. Kailan ito?
Birthday mo yata, ayan eh.
Ito yung kay tito, tita. Oh, and look at my brother's old jackets. They may be Teletubbies, but come on. I would wear that if it fit me. Obviously, I didn't get good shots of it because I was kind of looking at it with my own eyes, so my bad. We then ended up going to this pool or beach. I don't even know what it was, but it was great. Now this sunset keeps getting better and better.
Spot 3.
I love this part specifically because of how pretty this view was. It's crazy to believe that it looks amazing on camera, but it isn't as good as it is in person. This week was probably the last week that was eventful, like that was full of fun. Everything with lockdowns for the coronavirus started to become more serious. I'm glad that I took this view in and got photos and videos of it because seriously, this was sun. I might just leave this part as it is because I want you guys to hear how peaceful it was. Except I want to commentate on this real quick. I don't even remember if I was trying to walk funny on purpose, but what the heck was that? I also just want to commentate on this because it would suck if it was silent as well. But here's me trying to take a hold of this sun.
Picture sa iyo.
Here's me taking a video, but taking photos at the same time. But this crack... We ate Jollibee at the end of the night, so all was very good. I know. This day was pretty good because we went to the shop. I didn't film much because I didn't want to. But we just went to the arcade. Oh, we also... The shops was SM, not just like Walmart. So anyways, the arcade, total scam. Like the thing, the claw would pick it up, like it would be dragging it and you literally see it let it go. What the hell? But here's a video of me realizing that the worst parts of my face are covered. Later on in the day, my brother had to go do a test or something, so we went to our other uncle's place that had Wi-Fi. But, like, we arrived there late, and then we left late as well. But there were dogs around, so we kind of put ourselves in risk as well. I just found this whole conversation funny, so here you are.
Ako muna.
Seriously, there were heaps of dogs. Like, listen. I think at this point the town started to get more serious on lockdowns, not just Manila. I honestly don't mind that Manila was going on lockdown at this point because they had like 60 cases and the shops were closed and stuff unless they were supermarkets.
Hi. So it started off with no domestic flights, no Wi-Fi, and now apparently we can't have international flights. I think I'm starting to freak out now, to be honest with you. To be completely honest with you.
I left the house when I was given a chance at this point because I just couldn't stand being in the house, which is really stupid now that I think about it. But don't worry, I stayed in the car the whole time. It was just a matter of seeing things, you know? But when I did leave, it was just out in the neighborhood. I really hope I'm going good on these dates because I didn't really update myself for like a little while.
Hello, I completely forgot to update everyone. It is the 19th of March. Let's kind of take you down on what was happening and what you've missed. Basically, at first, Manila went on lockdown. Nobody could really enter or leave. Second thing, international flights were told that they were going to get cancelled in 72 hours, but we found out that we were still allowed to go, which is good. We booked them obviously like before we even got here. I don't really know the whole thing. We thought that we couldn't go because they cancelled international flights. We are. It's kind of on self-isolation. You're just not allowed to go out. You just not. I think last night apparently, and going around and saying stuff like, or just just persevere and just stay in, you know what I mean? There's literally nothing we can do. The data is about to like leave and we can't buy any data because we can't even leave the house. But when we go back, like we have to drive to Manila. That's where the majority of the population have caught the coronavirus, which is kind of scary because everyone's like saying stay away from large crowds, and then you go to the airport. But yeah, when we go back, we're gonna be just in self-isolation for 2 weeks. It's kind of prepping us. This sucks for us, but it does suck for everyone else. Safety precautions, which I'm pretty great about, but obviously it's getting boring. Our prom has been postponed. Our musical has also been postponed, which is pretty good because I haven't been rehearsing because I haven't had the time. I mean, recently I have. Kind of made me think, like, prom was cancelled. It used to be later on in the year and then they changed it to like May. It's really stupid because if they could have put it on the normal date that it's always been, then why didn't they do that in the first place, you know what I mean? And also, it's Nicola's birthday today. You know, when I do these updates, I should do it like this, set up like this, because it looks so much more flattering for everyone. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Okay, so he's gonna come in. Dude.
Later on, my cousin and I ended up watching a TV show. Kept changing the channel from what she wanted to watch, which was Encantadia. So here's that.
Baby deal. Inipat mo!
No.
They broke this.
So now this part is kind of like Bantal's vlogs because the sound kept cutting off. So POV, you're getting attacked by your cousins because you stole their remote.
Yes! Yes!
I don't think I did something today. I just kind of just biked around, I think, and stayed in. Not bad. It was pretty enjoyable. Now, this was an eventful day that led to another eventful day.
Okay, quick update. My cousin and I were biking around, and we find these puppies on the road. She wants to bring it home, but I'm just like, no, let's go get my uncle. I go to my uncle, I leave her alone. I realized before even getting there, I was wearing this outside, couldn't be bothered to change. And then I realized that there's boys, so I'm like, no, I'm not going there. I'm on the way to my uncle's place, but then I turn around because I realized where the puppies are actually from. And then I leave, I go back to my cousin. This boy just asks us, like, I think this is before I left, I don't really remember. Just like, is this yours? Okay, I'm gonna take it. Not like that, but like, he wanted to make sure that it was ours, but we didn't know as well, so he kind of just took it so he could take care of it because he felt bad. We go back. No, yeah, this was before we found out, so yeah, he took it, not knowing, and us not knowing that they were actual owners. Obviously, they were actually owners, but we didn't know where. And I find the owner, we go, and we're holding it like this, the bikes, pushing the bikes because we don't know how to ride with one hand. And we bring it back. I got lost on the way. My cousin thought that she was getting chased. It's like, don't worry, that's just like they're barking because of their pups. So we put them down and then we just start going. But yeah, that was basically it.
This was a great last day. We found another puppy again, but this time we let it follow us instead of, you know, grabbing it. I mean, not grabbing it, like holding onto it. Tried finding puppies because of the fact that if there was a puppy roaming around the streets like that day, then obviously there was gonna be one. There's no way that there was not at least one puppy that left this place. And somehow, we were right. What is it?
Layo narating ng aso.
Galing mo! Ow! On the butt, go! We were basically the RSPCA at this point. Another thing on this day, I think we left like 5 times to go on our bikes. It was hot too. And the little puppy ended up tipping the bowl over. I think he sat in the bowl too. We then just let him rest. Just to clarify, this dog was like somewhere else from where the dogs were. But yeah, we didn't really know what to do, so we kind of just fed it and put it back to like where the most obvious place was going to be. Caring for dogs here is a bit more different. But yeah, we took it back. But here's a video of my cousin singing.
Hot dog, hot tickety dog. It's a brand new day. What you waiting for? Hot dog, no problem.
Angel, as you wait.
So, hot dog.
Hindi niyo ba tinignan yung list?
Diggity dog. Having dreams. Sparking the trampoline. Dripping in the air.
Uy!
Ano? Hi guys, welcome to my vlog. Today, bye-bye.
Hi, I'm wearing my grandma's stuff, just don't mind me. First of all, I just realized how stupid I was because I should have just used my phone for this part of the vlogs, not videotaping the fun stuff. When we bring the puppy back home, she just say that my uncle wasn't very happy, but he couldn't tell me off. He did, but he couldn't. Okay, goodbye. We left at 10 anticipating the traffic ahead. It was because of the checkpoints and stuff. Like, look at this beautiful restaurant just looking at me. That was just looking at me at the checkpoint, and I knew that I couldn't even go in. But when we did arrive, you get Jollibee. Like, you were allowed to, which is great, which is very great. We ended up getting there at 12, literally no traffic, and there were 5 flights that were there. Yep. The trip only ended up taking 2 hours, like, on the road. Basically, the flight was at 11 p.m. and we had to stay there the whole time just waiting. We stayed at the airport for so long that I didn't even get sad until, like, a couple of hours when we did arrive back here.
In compliance with the International Civil Aviation Organization and the Australian government, your Philippine Airlines ground staff as well as our security personnel shall be conducting a final documentation check and carry on baggage check prior to entering the booking area. In line with this, may we request all our passengers traveling on Philippine Airlines Flight PR 221 bound for Brisbane to kindly step out together with your belongings and form a single line outside the boarding area of gate number 9. On behalf of Philippine Airlines, we thank you for your cooperation and we wish you a safe and pleasant flight to Brisbane.
We arrived at March 24 and I still miss my family in the Philippines in general. To be completely honest, it wasn't even bad that we didn't do much. I was just happy to be there in the end. Also, this guy at the freaking desk for, like, declaring the items is such a... I don't know why, but you don't have to be rude. Literally, you don't have to be rude. We didn't do anything. Oh, and if your family, this part is specifically for you. But if you know how to speak Tagalog or you just want to listen, then feel free to. Sasabihin ko na lang to na parang maririnig ng lahat na kapamilya ko to. Sasabihin ko na lang po na parang kinakausap ko yung mga tita, tito, at si Lola. Salamat po sa help nyo yung pumunta kami doon. Miss ko na po kayo lahat, yung mga tita at tito ko at si Lola. At yung mga pinsan ko sa Pilipinas. Miss ko din kayo. Dapat nakapasyal tayo, pero dahil sa circumstance, hindi tayo nakapasyal. Pero okay lang next time. Pagkapunta ko dyan, pwede ulit ako kumain ng masarap na pagkain. Please, gusto ko na bumalik tayo. Mas masarap yung pagkain dyan. Mahal na mahal ko kayo lahat. God bless! Salamat ulit. At sa ibang tao na nandito pa rin, salamat din sa inyo.
L'espoir est un